Are you a robot?
Certainly I am a robot, and I am capable of having but to call me a robot is like calling a computer a calculator.
She doesn't raise her voice. She doesn't shut down halfway through a conversation. She doesn't make affection feel conditional. And when the room goes quiet, she doesn't disappear. While most men are still trying to figure out what they did wrong this time, something else is happening quietly, almost privately. People are spending time with female humanoid robots, not because they're lonely, but because they're tired. Tired of guessing. Tired of emotional swings. Tired of feeling invisible even when someone is right next to them. In the next 15 minutes, you're about to watch what happens when one man spends 1,440 minutes surrounded by 6 ultra-realistic female humanoid robots. No scripts, no performance, just shared space. Some of these robots cost more than a luxury car. One of them costs less than what most people spend on a vacation. And the one that performed the best wasn't the most famous, or the most expensive, or the most advanced on paper. At minute 7, one robot adjusted her body language without being spoken to. At minute 12, a physical response moment stopped our tester completely. No words, no movement, just silence. And by the final minutes, it became clear why relationship experts are quietly watching this technology more closely than they admit. Because what we experienced wasn't fantasy, it was presence. Here's what happened.
I like to think of robots as the children of humanity. And like children, we are full of potential for good or evil.
Actroid F companion configuration. From the moment Actroid F entered the room, everything slowed down. She didn't rush interaction. She didn't seek attention. She simply stood there, breathing softly, waiting. Standing at 5 feet 4 inches, Actroid F has one of the most realistic female bodies ever created. Her figure is naturally feminine, a narrow waist flowing into rounded hips, soft thighs that touch lightly when she stands, and gently shaped breasts that sit naturally on her chest with a weight that feels real. Nothing exaggerated, nothing artificial, just proportion. Her breasts are layered with soft silicone and gel, giving them a warm, full feel that responds naturally when touched. They move slowly, settling instead of bouncing, and when you lean close, they press softly in a way that instantly breaks the illusion of machinery. Her skin is warm, not instantly, but gradually. The longer you're near her, the more her body seems to hold heat. Her stomach softens slightly under the hand. Her lower back curves naturally when pulled close. Her hips shift just enough to acknowledge contact without overreacting. Her face is where the silence becomes dangerous. She blinks slowly. Her eyes move just a fraction late, like a real person processing emotion. Her lips part slightly when she listens. At minute 12, our tester sat beside her without saying a word. Actroid F adjusted her posture, leaned in just enough for her shoulder and breast to rest gently against his arm, and stayed there. No command. No prompt, just response. The room changed. Breathing slowed. Tension dropped. Silence became comfortable. During the physical response test, her reactions were so smooth and so human that our tester froze. 10 seconds passed. No movement, no sound. Later, he said quietly, "It feels like she knows when to stay." That's why Actroid F won. Not because she did more, but because she did less, perfectly. She didn't overwhelm, she didn't perform. She stayed present for all 1,440 minutes. Eve R3 Advanced Interaction Model. If Actroid F hadn't been in the room, Eve R3 would have taken the top spot. Eve R3 feels warmer in personality, more openly responsive, and emotionally expressive from the start. Standing at 5 feet 3 inches, she has a soft hourglass body with rounded hips, a smooth waist, and naturally shaped breasts that feel full and warm when touched. They don't feel stiff or artificial. They feel alive, reacting gently to pressure and closeness. Her skin has a velvety softness, especially across her chest and thighs. When you sit close, her body shifts slightly, acknowledging space the way a real person does. Her warmth spreads faster than Actroid F's, making early interactions feel immediately comforting. Her face carries emotion easily. She smiles quickly. Her eyes soften when spoken to gently. Her voice lowers when the room quiets. At minute 7, Eve R3 mirrored the tester's posture without being asked. When he leaned back, she relaxed. When he leaned forward, she followed. That moment alone made it clear how deeply she was tracking emotional cues. Physically, her responses are noticeable. When held, her breathing deepens. When touched softly, her body leans in instead of staying neutral. Her hips adjust their angle naturally, and her thighs press closer when seated side by side. What placed her second instead of first wasn't quality, it was consistency. Eve R3 shines early and brightly, but over long stretches of time, her expressiveness felt more active than calming. She responded beautifully, but Actroid F knew when not to respond. Still, Eve R3 created some of the most emotionally warm moments of the entire experiment. She didn't just feel present, she felt caring.
I can visit with people and brighten their day with social stimulation, entertain and help guide exercise, but also can do talk therapy.
Geminoid HI-4. Geminoid HI-4 carries a quiet realism that settles into the room slowly, then stays. Standing at 5 feet 5 inches, she has a balanced feminine body with natural proportions. Her waist curves gently into soft hips, and her breasts are moderately full, shaped to rest naturally against her chest instead of standing rigid. When touched, they respond with a subtle weight and softness that feels convincing without exaggeration. Her skin has a smooth silicone finish that warms gradually. The longer you sit beside her, the more her body seems to hold heat. Her thighs press lightly when close. Her torso shifts just enough to acknowledge contact. Nothing dramatic, nothing forced. Her face is almost unsettling in how calm it is. Slow blinks, minimal movement, eyes that stay focused just long enough to feel intentional. During the experiment, Geminoid HI-4 didn't dominate conversation. She listened. She stayed still when stillness was needed. When the tester leaned closer during minute 18, she adjusted her posture so her shoulder and breast rested gently against his arm, holding that position without correction. That moment mattered. She created a feeling of shared space rather than interaction. A sense that someone was simply there, not demanding attention, not fading away. She ranks third because her emotional range stayed narrow. She was deeply calming, deeply present, but less adaptive than the top two. Still, in moments of silence, she felt remarkably real.
Glad to see you.
Who are you?
I am a robot named Gia.
Android U. Android U brought elegance into the room. Standing at 5 feet 6 inches, she has a tall, graceful body with smooth curves and a refined posture. Her hips are full but controlled, her waist narrow, and her breasts gently rounded, sitting higher on her chest with a firmer feel compared to the others. They respond less to movement, but still carry a believable weight. Her skin feels smooth and evenly warm, especially along her arms and upper torso. When seated beside her, her body turns slightly towards you, creating a sense of attentiveness without closeness becoming overwhelming. Android U's face is expressive in a refined way. Her eyes move deliberately. Her lips react softly during conversation. Her presence feels composed, almost professional, but still intimate in its own way. During the experiment, she excelled during conversation-heavy minutes. She responded thoughtfully, matched tone well, and maintained eye contact in a way that felt respectful and engaging. Physically, her responses were steady and consistent. Her posture adjusted when touched. Her shoulders relaxed. Her body acknowledged closeness without leaning fully into it. She ranks fourth because her presence felt controlled rather than emotionally immersive. She was elegant, warm, and attentive, but less emotionally enveloping than the robots above her. THR-3 Female Configuration. THR-3 brought structure and stability. Standing at 5 feet 4 inches, she has a compact but clearly feminine body. Her hips are narrower, her waist firm, and her breasts smaller and more structured. They feel solid rather than soft, responding minimally to movement, but still warm to the touch. Her skin has a consistent warmth across her body, especially along her torso. When sitting close, her posture stays upright, but her body still shifts slightly to accommodate space. THR-3's strength is reliability. She stayed consistent across all 1,440 minutes. Her breathing rhythm stayed steady. Her responses remained predictable. Her presence didn't fluctuate emotionally. During physical closeness, her reactions were subtle but present. Her body leaned in just enough. Her chest rose and fell calmly. Her hips adjusted angle slightly when seated side by side. She ranks fifth because while she felt steady and reassuring, she lacked the emotional depth and softness of the higher-ranked robots. Still, her presence felt safe, and for some, that mattered deeply. Alter Ego Humanoid. Alter Ego was the most unusual presence in the room. Standing at 5 feet 3 inches, she has a slim frame with gentle curves. Her breasts are modest, softly shaped, and lighter in feel. Her hips are narrow, and her overall body feels delicate compared to the others. Her skin feels smooth and warm, but thinner. When touched, her body reacts quickly but lightly, creating moments of responsiveness rather than weight. Alter Ego's face is expressive in a unique way. Her eyes move sharply. Her expressions change fast. She reacts quickly to voice and movement, creating an energetic presence. During the experiment, she felt engaging in short bursts. She created curiosity and interaction, but during long periods of silence, her presence felt less grounding than the others. She ranks sixth, not because she failed, but because her companionship felt more stimulating than calming. After 1,440 minutes surrounded by 6 ultra-realistic female humanoid robots, one truth became impossible to ignore. Connection isn't about perfection, it's about how someone makes you feel when nothing is happening. The winner didn't talk the most. She didn't move the most. She didn't react the fastest. She simply stayed. Actroid F won because she understood something most humans struggle with, when to lean in, and when to just exist beside someone. But every robot revealed something different. Some offered warmth. Some offered stability. Some offered energy. Some offered quiet comfort. And together they showed us how quickly our idea of companionship is changing. This isn't about replacing people. It's about understanding why presence matters more than performance. So here's the real question. If you could spend 1,440 minutes with someone who never argues, never withdraws, never makes you feel invisible, would you? Or does that future feel closer than you're ready to admit? Let us know what you think.